right in the middle.
We are finally live. Very excited. Sorry for the delay, folks. Not
It
my fault.
happens.
Blame Facebook.
Technical difficulties, but we overcame them.
Hey, talk again?
Technical difficulties. Hello, hello.
It's a little muted. But you got
Is
your
it
new
muted?
AirPods. You sound a little far away.
Oh,
You only have one in?
I do. I can put the other one in.
Put the other one in.
Oh, that's
That's
loud.
that's why.
Well, then Shizuku can hear. Well, it's all right. I'll tell her if you're talking about her.
Oh no,
All
now
right.
we will talk about her.
Wash, wash the doggy. So Charlie picked the perfect spot to lay just now. Want to show
Awesome.
him?
I like it.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
dog.
right in
Well, look
front of the
what you're
stove.
making. Of course he
Yeah.
did.
He wants some too.
I
All right,
like it.
Charlie, come on.
I'm in the office sweating away, but you guys are going to eat some delicious lobster
Yeah.
rolls.
So we got everything set up. Let's jump in. Show them the ingredients. We've got everything ready to go. We're going to start with the pasta salad because it's a couple important steps that have to happen. So we're making a shrimp pasta salad. I cook this like 95% of the way, just like we talked about last time when we were making mac and cheese and other things. So I've got some boiling water. I'm just going to dump it in there to finish it. And the reason for that is I want to add the ingredients that I'm going to add while it's hot because that's going to help absorb that flavor into the pasta. So we'll start with that guy, and we'll do that first. Hang tight. Get my mixing bowl. So for the shrimp, I'm going with just canned shrimp, right? Easy to find in a grocery store. 2 cans. Opened it up already. It's right here. Yummy shrimp juice and all.
Oh, juice and all.
Yeah, I like the juice and all. Again, we're going for that shrimp flavor in the pasta salad. Watch out, dog. All right, so this should be just about done. We really just need to warm it up is all because it was pretty close. Test it. And always remember to salt your water. It's done. All right. So like I said, I really just wanted to keep it hot. Normally you wouldn't have to do that. You could just cook it right through, be done with it, call it a day. But I did it for sake of time, right? I wanted to get it ahead of time. So get your pasta in the mixing bowl. Now we're going to add in, this is 6 stalks of celery just chopped up. I used the chopper on this one to save me some time and
Like
energy.
a food processor or?
Yeah,
Okay.
food processor. Anything to help automate it a little bit. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
know my mom's watching this at some point, and this is actually mom's shrimp salad. We have a little
Oh,
bit of variance.
it's a
We
good thing you
finally just
said
learned.
something.
We finally just learned the secret after all the years of trying to make it. Like it never turns out the same. Never turns out the same. We now know the secret, and I'll show it with you later. So a lot of black pepper.
Wait. Did you get permission to share the secret?
I think as of now we have permission. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll
Well,
we'll
it's
find out.
happening now. You said it. It's happening.
So a lot of black pepper, right? That's probably a good 3 tablespoons of black pepper. And you want to put the pepper and the celery in and the shrimp we're going to put in right as soon as it's hot, right? You want that steam to start breaking it down, cooking it, getting all that peppery flavor in there. And that's why I wanted to do it while it was hot. Now this is a salad that's best served the next day, but it's also going to be very good today. So get all
The
your
next day, meaning the flavors have all like kind of combined together.
exactly. So the flavors just melted together and the secret comes tomorrow the next day. So I'll tell you what it is. We're going to put mayonnaise in here soon, but on the next day, when it's after it's all set up and it's cold and it's chilled and it's ready, mom would take some milk or cream or any dairy product, probably about a half a cup, and mix it in there and get that consistency that she always has, that velvety, yummy mayonnaise consistency. So that was
I
the.
hope you don't have to be like killed or shot or something for sharing the family secret now.
I don't think so. It'll take her a little while to get here.
Ostracized.
So that's that. We're gonna now the other thing I do that's a little bit different, which she already told me, yelled at me for. I have to put my onion powder and garlic powder in there.
Well, come on now. You can't cook without that.
I don't disagree with you, but some would, and they might be watching.
They're not yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, she did say she might miss it though, but she'll catch it later. So a little bit of salt because there was salt in the pasta already. All right, so I'm gonna set this to the side. I want this to cool down, but also get all the flavors of this stuff before I put the mayonnaise in. Okay.
Yeah, because we don't want to
going
put
with
mayonnaise in a hot pasta salad.
no, it warms okay, but not too hot. And I also
Yeah.
want these flavors to really get in there more. I went with the radiatori pasta, which is this guy right here. They call it radiatori because it looks like a radiator. So that's why I like it. It holds the mayonnaise and all the flavors in there. My mom always uses cavatappi, so just a nice big noodle that you can get in there. All right, so that's that. We'll set that to the side. Now we're going to work on our lobster rolls.
So for anybody that missed it, Tom did a little prep video on, taught us a little something. Shiz about had a heart attack. It's pretty funny. Go watch it. It's on the Facebook page. Go watch it later.
Talking about your heart attack from the lobster. It was really funny.
I thought it was going to jump at me.
it could have.
I would have jumped as well. I think it was a justified jump. Little screech there.
Justified jump. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make two different styles here. We're going to make one that's just like a butter poached, which I've got melted butter going. Garlic also is going to go in there. And then we're going to do like a New England style, which is more of a light mayonnaise kind of flavor with it. So let's do this first, and then we'll break down the lobster. So what I'm going to do here, this is a neat little trick too. So celery, right? You want to have it, you don't want big, chunky, stringies, right? So celery has those kind of coarse little strands on there that are not fun to chew. So for this, we got a nice delicate lobster, a delicate roll. We want to peel the celery, just that top layer, just to get those strings off and make it a nice bite when you're eating it. So that's the difference with this one. Now, don't throw away your scraps. We can use those for stock. And the reason I'm doing it this time is because I've got 3 lobsters I bought. So I'm saving all the shells, and I'm going to make a nice lobster stock, and I'm going to eventually make maybe a bisque or something like that, or some lobster risotto, lobster mac and cheese, any of those things.
I'm there
right.
for any of that. I'm totally in on this.
So I already went ahead and cut some up. So I just cut it really, really fine, but I wanted to show everybody how to peel it because I think that's pretty important when you're doing it. All right, so we're going to dump that in here. It will do, depends on how much lobster you're going to go with, right? So what I'm going to do today, I'll probably do about 2 tablespoons, which is about all that. Okay, what I want to show you guys now, since I did that, is to show you how to break down a lobster while we're here. It's pretty easy. Recommend an apron so you don't get too messy.
Are you wearing an apron?
Of course.
Okay, just double check. Looks so nice. Looks so nice.
You can buy lobster meat if you want. These are 2 earlier that I picked out already, so we can make it easier for us. But you can buy lobster meat if you want. It's just expensive, a lot more expensive than buying a lobster, and it's not that hard to break it down. So hopefully I can share a couple things and show you. So first, pull the claws off. And I let this cool down. This way it wasn't so hot and I'm burning my hands and the meat has a time to settle in there, just like cooking steak and chicken, right? Like we always talk about. This is a male, if you haven't watched the other video, see? So pull these little legs off, and there's plenty of flavor in those legs. So you can either eat them out like you like to, or again, save them for your stock because there's lots of meat in those too. So I'm just gonna take everything apart. The tail, hold one hand here, kind of twist back and forth and pop it right out, okay? I'm gonna take this off just so you can see the lobster head. You just pull this off. You got all your uglies under there. So this is all meat in this body, right? You pay good money for the lobster, go in and get it. It's just like eating a crab or something like that.
I always watch people waste a lot of that meat, so I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in a restaurant, nobody really wants to dig in too much, but you take me to a good Asian restaurant and I'm having some lobster, I'm diving in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that fancy, so.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm willing to get dirty.
Yeah.
But this is called dead man. It's like their gills. It kind of filters everything. That's not edible. Won't kill you, but it just doesn't have any flavor at all. So you want to make sure you pull all that off. Even before putting it in the stock, you want to kind of pull that off. It's just not going to do any good for anything. Okay? And they're on both sides.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like their gills, I guess, a little bit. Kind of filters everything.
Yeah. Their lungs.
All right. Yep. Oh, shoot. I was melting a plate. Hey, that's hot. Be careful.
Jeez. We're going to end up having to replace your stove.
So I'm going to set that to the side because I'm not going to dig into the body meat on this one. It's not necessary. You guys can figure that out. But let's go ahead and get these claws going. So pretty big claws. That's a nice size claw, actually. Pull these knuckles off. There's plenty of meat and everything all along the way. And I actually like the knuckle meat quite more than other pieces. All right, so we're going to take this piece.
Your mom said she said good job on the shrimp salad. She didn't have the sound.
Oh, good.
She said good job on the shrimp salad.
Don't watch it back, Mom.
Yeah,
I gave your secret away.
He shared the secret, the family secret.
All right. So this, you kind of just go in with a finger if you want a fork or a small utensil, something. Pop that out. Nice chunk of lobster meat in there. And again, we're going to save all these shells because that's all flavor. It's just like making chicken stock, beef stock, anything. That's where you get all your flavor from.
How long did you have to cook the lobsters for?
That's a great question. So I had 3 of them going, and I usually do about 15 minutes for a 2-pound lobster. So get the water boiling. I put in vinegar, I put in a little bit of lemon juice, and I put in salt. And boil that up. Put the lobsters in head first. That's the humane way to do it, so you can kill them quicker.
Is that how you don't hear them cry?
Yeah, you don't hear the lobster cry, right? So 15 minutes. Cover it, bring it to a boil, let it go for 15 minutes, and it should be plenty good to go.
Does the vinegar and lemon help break down the shell a little bit?
No, it's more flavor than anything. And the vinegar helps with the meat too a little bit, tenderizing.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So we're going to pull this out. Again, if we can get this guy. So here's the part. You can either get a big old hammer sometimes and break into this, but you're not going to have success with one of those crackers. You're going to probably hurt yourself. So I like to do back of the knife, kind of go like that, and then you come down.
I like how Shiz instinctively backed up.
Yeah, she's like, danger, danger. So now you get a nice even crack on there. Oh, gotta go a little bit more. Back up, Shiz. There we go. So if you were trying to be fancy and you wanted to keep a nice looking claw, that's a good way to do it. So you get a nice even crack down the middle. Man, that looks awesome. So delicious.
I want to eat it.
God dang it.
I want to eat it.
I'm ready to eat already. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and set this stuff to the side.
We may have to take my portion of the show on the road while I head over to Virginia Beach.
So I'm going to show you the lobster tail, right? So you got these, we call it like a poker hand because it's 5 of them. Take that, break it off just like that. You can do this a couple ways. You can come in here and you can squeeze this way, side to side. Right, kind of breaks it down a little bit. And then you can pull it apart. Just be careful, they're sharp. And I've done this quite a few times. If you're not comfortable doing that, go in there with scissors, cut it that way, okay? You just want to loosen it up a little bit, and then you can kind of come through and slide it right out, okay?
Nice.
So, again, we're going to come in here. That's all the stuff that nobody wants. This is kind of where the business end happens, right? So you want to pull this off and make sure you get this little string out. That's good there.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
It's important.
You know, everybody has it.
Yeah.
It's
all natural.
Yep. So what we're going to do is, that's garbage. Let me show you real quick what I'm doing with my shells. Come over on this side then. On the right.
Where?
Over here. So in this pot, just so you can see, I'm keeping all of my shells with a little bit of the cooking liquid that I put in there, and that's going to make a really, really nice, flavorful stock. Again, we paid good money for it. Let's use it up as much as we can.
Well, and I like that idea of really going far with your food, right?
Yep. You don't want to waste it. I mean, you know, and it's just pure flavor.
Yeah, especially when you named all the different things that you can make with that. Like, it's brilliant.
Yeah, so shrimp biscuit, lobster biscuit is pretty darn easy. Once you get the stock going, you just typical from there. But it's starting with that good flavorful stock. That's the challenge for most people.
And as the weather starts changing, which today is an absolutely stunningly beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
Things like that are going to be, like a bisque is going to be such a delicious thing to have.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably do a soup of some sort on one of these episodes coming up. All right, so just clean it up a little bit because it does make a little bit of a mess. Turn the board over, and let's get making some good old lobster salad, eh? All right, so Which way you? Hopefully everybody learned something there. So now we're just going to take the lobster meat. Let's do a little bit of tail. And in the bodies, you'll see I picked through. Right, there's a lot of the body meat from the other two. Don't be afraid to put it in there. Every part has a little bit different flavor. Some are a little bit sweeter than others, and it's kind of nice to put a little bit of everything in there. So we're going to keep it a little bit chunky, but not too big, so it falls out of your mouth too much. All right, cut this guy up. We'll do a one tail. Man, this is going to be so yummy. I think Olivia, my neighbor next door, is looking over the fence right now.
I think she's watching right now, actually.
She should be. She told me all about this is her favorite. So
it's one of my. I'm with you, Olivia. When we talked about it, I was like, I'm here for this.
So I'm going to cut a couple claws, right? We did tail. We got a little bit of everything. I'm just going to make enough to make one here. Get a knuckle in there.
See, and I like both styles. So I like, you know, that New England, that creamy style, but also I love it with a butter sauce too.
Yeah,
so
totally.
When Justin allows me to have butter.
Let's go ahead and bring in the butter.
So good. I may have to figure this out for myself today at some point. Wait, where's Justin?
Yeah.
Is he watching? Yeah, Olivia's watching. Olivia, if you get some, you got to save me some. I'll come over.
You could drive by. Just bring a referral.
I already listen. It was established that we've already provided enough referrals that I earned a lobster roll.
All right, you're right. So in this butter, I'm gonna chop up some fresh garlic, so we get a nice garlicky butter flavor in there. So I'm starting both of them here. So we got the one to the left here in the bowl, which is waiting for the mayonnaise and other stuff. I'm getting this butter warmed up. This way I can start to infuse the flavor of the garlic in there. Okay. Wash my hands real quick. All right, so let's let that warm up. Let's get back to this guy here. I've got green onions, just the tops. You see I left the white parts down here. This is a little more tender. Again, we're going with that nice, tender, soft flavors with the lobster, so let's carry it on through. So a little bit of green onion in there. A little bit of parsley. Fresh is the best. If you absolutely don't have it, don't worry, but fresh is definitely the best. A little bit. We're going to get some fresh lemon in here. Lemon helps cut down through that acid of the mayonnaise, so just a little bit. And also, I mean, you can't go wrong with lemon and seafood. Put about a teaspoon in there. Make sure you don't get any seeds. Okay. Set that guy over here. Then we're going to put some seasoning, right? So a little bit of black pepper. Just a couple shakes. Again, this really depends on how much. For this bowl here, it's probably like a quarter of a teaspoon. A little bit of onion powder. A little bit of garlic powder. And just a little bit of salt to tie all the flavors together. I like to put, which I forgot to grab it out, was a little dash of hot sauce, just like. And it's not
flavor.
It's not flavor. It's not really going to make it hot, but just a little dab. That's it.
What's your preferred hot sauce?
Texas Pete.
Yeah. There you go.
I like that. But I also like Cholula.
Cholula.
Is that how you say it?
Cholula.
Cholula. Mm-hmm. It's very good. Okay, so next we're going to put in some of our mayonnaise. Okay.
In the South, they really like Crystal hot sauce. Just to share with you, I know you're from New Jersey, so.
I like the way you said New Jersey.
New Jersey. Well, all my mother's family is from New Jersey as well, so.
So this here, again, you don't want to put too much mayonnaise. We don't want to overwhelm it. Just enough to kind of bring it together, and it just looks really, really nice and fresh.
I like all the green in there.
Yep.
I don't always see that. That is really nice.
No, and that's just the parsley, so it's just giving a nice little color to it, but this is the way I like to make it. You're going to see it all different ways. Everybody's got a own little version they do.
That looks really good, though.
All right, so we'll set that to the side real quick. This butter is warming up. You see, you don't want to burn anything, but you want it to get nice and warm. We're going to cut it off because there's enough heat in there to do what we need. We're going to put a little bit of seasoning, pepper. Everything needs flavor, and seasoning is how you get there. Even a little bit of, I still go with a little bit of garlic powder, even though I have garlic. This is kind of, it just gives you a little bit more of a depth. Each one's different. Fresh garlic is a little different than garlic powder, so. And just a tiny bit of salt because this is salted butter already. Mix that up. Let's cut up some lobster.
This is so easy. So even if, right, obviously we've got a great Labor Day weekend here in Hampton Roads, but you know, it's something so easy that I think somebody could run out, grab the stuff, and make it up even tomorrow. You know, on their final day off. Kids are going back to school here virtually on Tuesday, right? So a little last minute celebration as all the parents figure out how to handle that.
I know. We got, we're talking about the school. I'll show you here. Look, this is, we're getting prepared ourselves.
Are you?
Got all the schedules up.
You got it all broken out?
Yeah.
Nice.
So you still have a 50-minute lunch. I mean, that's a long lunch time, but it's all right.
I think, you know what, they need it. The teachers need it. Let's give it to the teachers.
That makes a lot more sense than anything.
Yeah.
All right. Let's again, we try to get a little bit of everything. We're going to put this in the butter.
Oh, it goes right in the butter in the pan.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in there because then we're going to use tongs and pull it out so we don't get it too buttery. But
yeah,
I want to warm it up a little bit.
No, I like that. I would have poured it over, and I actually like this better. So
a little bit of scallion again, tiny bit of parsley. Let me grab some tongs, which I didn't grab yet. All right. So we just want to mix this all around. You got that heat in there to warm up everything and start to pull the flavors out of everything.
Tom, did I tell you our idea that our team coach Gabby gave us?
No, I don't think so.
That we want to do a client event and have you cook live for everybody in the backyard.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So hopefully, if everybody can like wear a mask and we can get rid of this pandemic stuff, we could do that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. All right, so we're gonna set these both here. This we can put to the side for now. We've got, let's put this guy over here. We're going to finish the pasta salad real quick because we're just about done and ready to eat.
I like it.
All right, pasta salad. So I want to put it in the mayonnaise. Don't be shy with the mayonnaise.
Wow.
This is, all right, I'll use it all. I was going to hold back a little bit. It's about like 3 cups. 2-3 cups.
I like it.
Too bad.
I mean, I'm all right. I'm all right with it. My doctor wouldn't like it, but I like it.
So we're gonna mix this in. This is one of Jacob's favorite salads too. So that's why we kind of made a lot this time.
A little extra leftovers.
Yep. Good lunch option for school.
Oh, that's true for school. Yeah, for that 50 minutes, you can really savor it.
That's right, exactly. So you want to mix this really, really well. Get everything mixed in there. And once, I mean, it's so fragrant right now because when we put the celery and the black pepper with it being hot, it really just starts to let those natural oils in there come out, the juices of the celery. All right. So you can see it's nice and creamy looking now, right? Liquidy. It looks really good. But as you let this sit in the fridge and start to relax a little bit, it's going to suck up all that moisture. It's going to become a little more like that potato salad consistency of the mayonnaise. So that's where you go ahead and you add a little bit of that milk or cream the next day, and it kind of comes back to this state and then stays like that. And it really, really...
I'm so into this episode, I can't even tell you. Like, I can see the concentration in the playback in my face right now.
All right, let's get serious now. Let's eat, or at least plate, and then we'll eat.
Wait, all right. It's important. Rolls are important on this, right?
Yes, I was just going to do that.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
That's okay. Well, I almost forgot. I'm going to toast it a little bit, see if I can get a little toast on there. So rolls are important. Let me pull it here. I actually went to Wegmans because I know they had a lot of variety, and I wanted to get these. So you want to get top sliced rolls. That's the traditional one, right? Top sliced, because when you get in the middle ones, you get these nice soft sides, and then you can put butter on there and kind of toast it like that. You get your nice toasted butter roll. So we're going to do that real quick. We got a few minutes here.
I'm an eater, so I don't know anything about making it. I just know what's important about it.
Yeah. So I'm going to use this butter since we've got it.
Whoopsie.
Uh-oh.
Are we blaming the dog on that?
No, that was purely Shizuka.
Oh.
All right, so we're going to toast that.
I tried, Shiz. When you watch this back, I tried to blame the dog.
She tried to blame the dog and save you.
I'm not
I called you out. Sorry. All right, so let's just give that a minute. We'll try to toast it. And you don't have to. It depends on how you like your bun. If you want to just toast it in a toaster, go ahead.
No, you need to toast it.
I think so, too. I want to toast it and get a little bit of color on there.
Yeah.
You guys can't see this, but the camera girl is picking in the lobster right now.
Hey, wait. Don't eat it all. There needs to be leftovers.
She's sampling ahead of time.
I guess leftovers till Tuesday. We're not in the office tomorrow.
Oh, it's true. Well, we can make it work.
Mm.
All right, so let's see if we got some color going on these. I can hear it sizzling away. And you're not looking to toast it too crazy. That's one. Just a little bit to get a little bit of that buttery flavor in the roll. Let's give it another minute, and then we'll go ahead and start plating up. So what else you got planned for today?
This is seriously one of my favorite meals. I mean, we used to hunt the lobster roll truck down here.
Yeah.
Whenever, and now their line's way too long. I mean, I love them. Don't thumbs up. They do a great job, but the line outside their restaurant. Yeah, By Domain. That's who it is. They do a great job. Yep. Love the small local business, but man, first of all, it's on the other side of town. But yeah, they do a good business.
It's very good. And I mean, with lobster being, I call it cheap because usually it's like $15, $18 a pound sometimes. Yeah. But now Wegmans had them $9.99 a pound.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's not bad at all. And,
no, that's super affordable.
All right, so look at that. Nicely toasted, right? That's what you're looking for.
Well, and now that we're not all like going out to eat as much, which I mean, still support your local small businesses restaurants, because we're all about that here. But yeah, like you said, treat yourself a little more.
Yep, and enjoy it. But again, it's, so lobster between, tariffs and so on, but also with the pandemic, because not a lot of people are going out and eating them, and all the restaurants weren't buying them up. So the price came down quite a bit. Casinos everywhere, hotels anywhere. That
so now's the time. Them. Yeah, I mean, you can, quote unquote, unfortunately take advantage of that. If there's any silver lining, right, to the pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes it a little more economical and available, and maybe it's not so inflated like it might have been before.
It's a good time to try making this kind of stuff that you normally wouldn't try at home to see. I mean, Tom, we're not even at 30 minutes yet. And although you did cook the lobster ahead of time and prep some of it, you still pulled apart an entire lobster for us in those 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not that hard. I mean, a little bit of time.
So after you eat, dump it all in there. Yeah. After you eat all this, what are you doing today?
Today I have to go do a walkthrough.
Oh.
Check on some repairs. We have a closing coming up.
That's right.
Which is good. And I also have to go scout out a Suffolk location for a client, military folks that are new coming to town.
Love it. Yep. So awesome. We're prepping a house to hit the market tonight over in Virginia Beach. Pool home. Know it well.
Yeah.
That's hitting the market tonight. And then I'm going to take some friends out to go look at some houses.
Nice.
A longtime friend of mine. Yeah, so pretty exciting.
All right. So take a look at that. That's pretty darn pretty.
That is very pretty. That is the perfect meal for the weather today. I'm super jealous.
It's cool outside. Go sit outside. Have a nice cider or something to go with it. Glass of white wine. Call that a day.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thanks.
I appreciate it. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Wait, how do I couldn't get on. Now I can't figure out how to end it. Good.
It's keep you on.
What kind of Sunday is this?